Okay, so I had a couple of questions after the meeting that I wanted to ask. So first of all, I wanted to know how we can compare this month's projectiles to last year during the same month. And I also was wondering who's bringing the cookies for the Christmas party, because I know that last year Shauna brought them, but this year I might bring them. I wasn't sure who's going to bring the cookies. And I know that somebody had said one time that the cookies were really good, but then they wanted something different. And so I was thinking maybe we could talk about the cookies too. But also, since we're talking about cookies, have you guys ever been to Garcia's and had their biscotitos? Because they're amazing. Has anyone ever been there? They're so good. This last time that I went, my husband and I went and we ordered a whole box of them and they were fantastic. We took a bunch home. We actually went and got some for friends because they were so delicious. And so I like, these cookies are amazing. Where do you guys go anywhere else for cookies? Is there another place you guys like to go for cookies? Because I really think that this year we should talk about cookies and just, really, really, oh, by the way, so I make these really good Christmas cookies. So they're kind of like this, I don't know how to explain them. They're like an orange and almond kind of Christmas cookie. I make a dozen. I usually make them for my neighbors, my friends, my family, and I box them up and I decorate them and I send a little card. I put them on everybody's porch and they're just wonderful. So every holiday, I do that and then people seem to really like them. So I was thinking maybe I could bring those cookies if you guys want, or I could just go buy some, or I could just go to a different store and try something all together. Maybe we could take a poll, and also I was thinking, or maybe you guys have different types of cookies. We could try different recipes. I just think that that'd be a really good thing. So I was thinking a lot about cookies this weekend and I was looking through my recipe book actually and looking at different cookies I could try that I've never tried before and just kind of see if maybe we could try something new, or maybe we could use my grandmother's recipe. I know that for like 50 years she made these cookies and they were amazing and incredible, and I just really wanted to kind of go through and see your guys' thoughts on that, and also just maybe go through my recipe book, or just maybe go shopping and see if there's some different kind of cookies that we could get. And we can maybe talk about this another time. But anyway, I was thinking that, if there's any allergies, if anybody has any allergies, you could tell us so that we could maybe narrow down our cookie search and figure out something that works for everybody. If there's like some specific food allergies or preferences, or maybe you have a recipe you want to give me, I could try that too. We could really go a lot of different directions with this. I just think that maybe that might be something to do. We could even decorate the boxes we put them in for the party this year. Maybe we could personalize them, or maybe we could also just maybe try to, really, really come together on this and figure it out. But I was thinking that, I have all of these great ideas about cookies. And so, when I was a little girl, funny story. When I was a little girl, my mom used to make these cookies for me and she'd put them in my lunch every day and she'd pack them up. She'd put a nice little note in there and it just made me feel so happy. And so I thought maybe we could do that again for, the party this year. And also, my neighbor, she makes these cookies that are incredible too. Not my neighbor down the street, but like my neighbor, like one door down, she makes good cookies. The one way down the street, her cookies are not great. She's got a lot of learning to do still, I think. But, there's a lot of really talented people out there that can make some really good options. So I was just kind of going through that in my mind and thinking, what could we do about this cookie situation? I was also thinking, we could also maybe watch the Food Network and we could all get ideas. We could have a bake-off. Why don't we just have a cookie bake-off? We could just all watch the Food Network, come up with a recipe. We could do our own thing, and then we could bring them. Maybe we could have people judge them or test them or maybe try them. Or maybe, you know how on the Food Network they have these shows and they have these competitions and, they try different chefs, try different things, and then they have someone judge it. Maybe we could have a panel of judges and then, people could come out and then they could decide which ones they want. I don't know. I mean, that could be really great. I'm not really sure. Anyway.